at 11.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Michelle Marsh.
And I'm Ernie Anastas. Here's what's happening tonight. A late afternoon stroll past a neighborhood store proved deadly for a Manhattan grandmother. And tonight, officials blame heavy rains for a shower of brick and a devastating building collapse on 125th Street. Channel 2's Ren Scott live for us right now at the scene with the latest on that story. Ren?
Well, Ernie, where this happened was the Triple B clothing store here at 125th Street in Harlem. And as you can see behind me right now, workers are still cleaning up the debris, but they say the building appears stable now. They don't expect any further collapse. But earlier this afternoon, this was a scene of complete panic as thousands of bricks just like this, each weighing about 8 pounds, fell down on innocent people below. It happened without warning. Thousands of bricks breaking loose from the roof of a 100-year-old building in Harlem and hitting the ground with the momentum of a 4-story fall. The debris fell on 11 people who were window shopping or just walking by. Kelly Jones and her sister were leaving the store. Their mother was waiting outside.
I saw people running and trying to clear the debris, and the debris catching up with them and knocking them down. And they were just covered. It was terrible.
Her daughter suffered minor injuries, but not everyone was as lucky. A 71-year-old grandmother was pronounced dead at the scene, and 10 others were rushed to area hospitals, 3 in critical condition. The first on the scene did what they could to help.
Me and my partner, we ran over there, and 2 guys with all the stuff. We picked up the thing, we pulled them to the side, and there was a baby and the mother. We pulled them to the side.
I noticed the sound, and then I attempted to turn around and see actually what was going on. But even as I did that, I mean, it was basically too late then, because by then there was already people buried underneath the rubble here.
At this point, investigators say there is no indication that the building was in violation of any city codes, and it appears no one was at fault. They believe the bricks were simply loosened by the recent heavy rains.
Rainwater built up behind the parapet and on top of the roof, and the buildup, in fact, took down the parapet.
Tonight, Mayor Dinkins toured the scene and then visited the injured in several area hospitals. He was particularly concerned about a 4-year-old girl who is in critical condition with head injuries.
While I'm saddened by the loss of life, of course, I'm just happy that no more persons were injured.
Now, tonight, the dead woman has been identified as 71-year-old Henry Green. She was named after her grandfather, and she actually did go by the name Henry. As we mentioned earlier, at this hour, 3 people are still in critical condition, including that 4-year-old girl. And as we also mentioned, officials say there was no one to blame in this incident. It's just a tragedy. No one knows why it had to happen, but there is nobody who's going to be held at fault, and no citations will be issued. Reporting live in Harlem, I'm Ren Scott. Let's go back to Michelle and Ernie.
All right, Ren, thank you.